someone flicks me a back body. Say, oh, it's another one, yeah, it's a full screen, yeah. Oh, it's another one, yeah.
Good evening, it's your boy BIYENGE. Welcome to iBoxingHub. If you're new to this channel, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Feature yours, Truly Tre. What's good?
What's going on, cuz? And what's going on to the people? We obviously appreciate whoever's tuned in today to a tremendous show. I'm looking forward to this because, cuz, this is episode 252, cuz, man. And I don't know how we do it, but we continue to, do what we do. And before we get into the show properly, cuz, obviously, God bless you, God bless the community, God bless the iBoxingHub family, and also God bless our sponsors, D-Rock Clothing. Yes, people, you know the spiel by now. It's iBoxingHub in association with D-Rock. Take advantage, people, of the discount code, which is iBoxingHub24, and you get 40% off everything. So if you liked what my cousin was doing during the skits, and if you liked what he was wearing, just make sure you follow that skit, but then also make sure you utilize that discount code, 40% off. Take advantage, people. And also shout out to our other partners, New London Media. They are obviously our podcast studio partner. So where I'm at right now is where I'm recording the show, and this is also where I carry out my day-to-day work. So big up to Nigel, and also big up to everyone that's tuned into the show. But yeah, cuz it's been a tremendous week. We're obviously going to do the preview for Lopez versus Stevenson. We're obviously going to ask the community who they think is going to win. But before we get into that, quick one actually, cuz just got to do a few shout outs, man. Big up to the iBoxingHub family, big up to IBH USA, big up to $2 big up to Kev. All these guys are back doing what they do best. Also big up to IBH North, Crossroads and Boxing. These lads are truly smashing it in terms of the interviews, the growth, the energy. So people, make sure you're following what they're doing, and make sure you just keep showing the love to the family as well. $2 also hosted his commissioner's recap, so people, make sure you go into the show straight after this and check out the episodes. We also have Stay Weighed In coming back also, so make sure you're tuned into their show after this, because they're going to review the big one for the people. And yeah, cuz the shout outs are complete. I'm sorry about that, but we got to do it, man. But cuz, yeah, let's have it, man. What you say?
Yeah, well, this week, boxing news. So Triple D is back with Don Charles. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I think it's a good thing.
I can't even lie to you, cuz I'm glad you actually brought that up, man, because I saw the news as well, and I felt that maybe it was more of a dispute between his dad and Don Charles was the reason why, he opted to go a different way. And sometimes in life, I'm sure it's like a relationship where, you leave that person, but then you go venture out and you realize the grass is not green on the other side, and you thought, you know what, the energy that I had with Don Charles, true say, he got me to where I needed to be, being world champion, and he wants to be back there. So I think it's a match made in heaven, just getting them back together, just to ensure, that can happen. But cuz, what I wanted to throw to you and to the people, what route are you going on? Are you going to go through the IBF route, or are you going to go through Wardley? Because the question was asked to him.
Yeah. Well, the easiest route, I would say, is Wardley, because they're both on the same rotor, Queensbury. The only issue that is, you know, with Triple D, because he's now back with Don Charles. He probably needs a warm up fight, because obviously remember when he fought Usyk, he lost to Usyk and he lost his IBF title. Obviously Usyk is still currently the unified heavyweight champion, even though he has got no defense at the moment, no mandatory at the moment. It just makes sense if he has if Fabio fights, you know, in Ipswich, and if Dubois fights has a warm up, you know, comes, you know, obviously beats his opponent, and then maybe him and Fabio can have a showdown summertime. So I think I think he needs a warm up. He needs a warm up fight. I think everyone who's been out of action for a while, or it depends. I mean, look again. You know, because Dubois is a former world champion, maybe he doesn't need a warm up. Maybe it is Fabio next, but it's gonna be a wicked fight. Either way, I think Fabio got this. Like I think, as much as people are saying Fabio's, you know, the current WBO champion, I don't think he's getting that respect yet. It's like, at the moment, it's just like he's more of a paper champion. Not that I'm saying that. It's like, it's a bit like this. It's like, look, when Daniel was IBF champion and he fought AJ, a lot of people thought, oh, yeah, you know, he's gonna get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he stood his ground and he won the fight. So I think, yeah, the same outcome will happen if Daniel Dubois goes in next with Bobby Wardley. I think Wardley will win the fight.
Yeah, cuz you're not wrong. Woodley's one of the fighters that you said, you know, years ago he'll become world champion, and the fact that, you know, he's world champion now. Yes, I know we're talking about the politics of being given the email championship. I know that's kind of a disrespect, man, but it's not. It's just the rules, you know. But when you think about the fight that he had to, you know, get in that position, give it, you know. And I think, like you said, he needs that big statement win to, you know, fully solidify his status as, you know, world champion, just like how, you know, Dubois did when he fought AJ, you know, at Wembley Stadium. So yeah, 100%, cuz, man, I agree with you.
But the thing is, it's a weird one. Okay, if Dubois and Wardley don't fight each other next, who's Wardley going to defend his? Who's the Wardley going to fight next, and who is Dubois going to fight next? Because obviously they're talking about Zhang, who again, he's well, my understanding, he was under Queensberry, but that should be a good fight, you know, Dubois and Zhang. But then, but me personally, for me, I would rather see Dubois and David Adelaide. That's just for me. Yeah, you know, have it obviously here in the UK at what's that arena in East London?
What, Copper Box?
Yeah, Copper Box. Yeah, Copper Box or Wembley Arena.
Yeah, I would watch it, definitely. I would definitely go to that event as well if it was to happen. Adelaide, it would make sense for tune up. I get what you mean from a boxing perspective. Managing a fighter makes
I
sense.
suppose for a tune-up, you don't want to disrespect Adelaide. Speak away, hold on, wait, find me on tune-up like I'm an idiot. But do you know what? It's mad because Frank Warren, the heavyweight stable, he's got the heavyweight stable, but it's harder for him to make these fights. I think it's easier for him to make these fights, but it's hard for the fights to get done, if that makes sense. Because it's like, look, we want to see all these fights happen. Yeah, we want to see all the big fights. Unfortunately, we ain't gonna see all of the big fights. So it's like, you know, Tyson Fury, he's fighting on the 11th of April. I believe Daniel Dubois will also be fighting on that card as well. So that will probably be whoever he's fighting. He doesn't know yet. I mean, obviously there's been names, but you know, he ain't gonna confirm anything. But Fury's got this. It's not that I'm saying it's easy, but Fury's got this. You know, Fury's got it. If Fury was to lose this fight, then yeah, there's a problem.
Yeah, now big up to Mr. Neutral, you know, from Red Corner Boxing. People make sure you follow what Red Corner Boxing is doing over in their channel. They're absolutely tremendous in terms of the boxing content they produce, the consistent content they produce as well. Fight Night Chronicles, which is a collaboration with Red Corner Boxing. Yeah, just make sure you're following the shows, because Mr. Neutral in the chat right now, I call him, you know, the Jim Watt of new boxing media, so it'd be good just for the people just to get his perspective as well. And he's obviously saying, evening gentlemen, what do we think of Fury's return again? He's done it a few times, cuz man, I know everyone's gonna kind of laugh that, you know, the Gypsy King's returning back to the ring for another time. Yeah, he just loves the money, man. Loves the money, needs the money. And maybe he's just got that itch back, you know. He's thinking, yep, I wanna, you know, have that final fight with, you know, hopefully, cuz man, we've been calling for it, man. We need the Fury versus AJ fight. I don't care what everyone says in terms of, oh man, it's too late and all of this, and I'm not interested. We're interested.
A lot of people say, it's too late, not interested. But look, remember Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather? Everyone tuned in. Do you know what I mean? I mean, obviously the outcome of the fight, well, yeah, but everyone tuned in, pay-per-view. But I just want to see where Fury's at as well. Do you know what I mean? Because it's all good saying I'm back, but you know, do you know what I mean? You've had a year out. You're fighting a decent contender as well. Because Fury get him out of there quick. I believe he can, but then again, I think it comes down to who wants it more, really. It really comes down to who wants it more. Yeah.
It's absolutely mad because you think, you know, he had a choice, you know, between so many different opponents, but he obviously chose I would say they call him Mike Tyson from his neck of the woods, you know. He does what he does. I think it is a good tune-up fight for him. I just want to hear what the people saying as well. Makhmudov could surprise us if Fury is not on point. Look, Mr. Neutral's putting it out. Thank you for getting involved in the discussion as well, cuz I'm going to throw that over to you. Could Makhmudov cause an upset? Cuz this,
do you know what? I believe Fury is going to be switched on. I realize whenever Fury comes out of retirement, he's switched on. He's not going to mess around. Don't get me wrong, he may be showboating and that, but I think it's going to be switched on because end of the day, it's his career. Because if he was to lose, then I suppose it's a rematch and blah blah blah. But you know, it's a fight. It's a fight game. So
I'm not doing a rematch. I can't lie to you. If I was Makhmudov and I won the fight, I'm not doing no rematch. I'm like, yep, go away. Nah, cuz, nah. Sometimes, you know what? In terms of me, this is more personal. Obviously, I'm more of a competitor. I wouldn't mind doing the rematch thing, but obviously, if the money's right, like what you said, so. But he doesn't need to, you know. He doesn't need to. We've seen so many fights where fighters have lost against a certain opponent, but they've not gone back in the ring with them.
Do you know what? It's funny you say that. What's his name?
Who? Give me a clue.
He won. He was on the last undercard. He was on the Eubank and Eubank Junior 2 undercard. He's from Manchester. I forgot his name. He's from Man. He's campaign at one. He fought at 147. He beat the Engine.
Oh, I beat the Engine. Yeah, people get involved in this.
The Engine. I've forgotten his name. But my point I'm trying to make is, he lost to an opponent that if he had won that fight, he would have been fighting Tio Lopez for the belts. But the opponent that he lost to, I think they're looking to run it back again.
Right. Yeah, that is mad.
Also, Josh Kelly's fighting this week, I think. Yeah, for a world title, I believe. IBF.
Murtazaliev, innit?
Yeah.
That's the boogeyman. That's the boogeyman for the division for such a long time, because when you think of Tim Tszyu, when you think of the so-called American tour, it was that tour was just messed up by Fedora, then Murtazaliev, then he went back to Fedora as well. Like it was just it was brutal. It was brutal. But I understand why he obviously did that, man. He wanted to test himself against the best, and it happens sometimes, man. You know.
Yeah. I mean, so I think there was a question asked to Conor Ben regarding the opponents, Shakur Stevenson. Not Shakur. Marius Barrios and Garcia. He reckons he'll flatten Garcia. I think it's a 2 rounds. Within 2 rounds.
He's dreaming, cuz. He's dreaming. Sorry, I'm not even just saying that in a disrespectful one, man, but
you know one thing?
Ortiz, whew. Carrington, Marquette, yeah. I like that. I like that. Keyshawn versus Ortiz. That is just crazy. That's a crazy fight there. But nah, sorry to just cut you off there. It's more of the Conor Ben putting himself out there, you know, saying that he could flatten these guys, man. I just don't think so, cuz I can't even lie to you.
At the end of the day, look, he's gonna have to say what he's gonna have to say it, do you know what I mean, to build up something. But like I said before, I think him and Garcia, that'll be an excellent fight. But my only concern as a boxing fan is he can probably make the weight 147, but can he fight at that weight? For me personally, he should have been featured on this undercard and fights. Then a warm up. Do you know what I mean? But that's just how I think. But we have to wait and see. Eubank Jr. Do you know? I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind seeing a trilogy. Did you hear me out? Hear me out. Because in theory, it's 1-1. Yeah. And now, obviously, Eubank had to calm down, blah, 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 blah. But I think Ben made a statement saying that, he wouldn't have mind fighting Eubank at 168. Now, at 168, you reckon that Ben's got a chance?
No chance, cuz I'll be real with you. He's got no chance, cuz the best time to fight Eubank, and he got the victory, was that second fight against Eubank. That was a depleted Eubank where we know, obviously, in the back end, the problems that he was going through. So that time that he beat Eubank was when he beat Eubank. We saw in the first fight was a completely different situation, man, and I don't want to see it again, cuz, man. We saw the second time was like, it's pushing it. It's like, let's get to this. It's like movies, for example, yeah? You had Taken 1, you had Taken 2, but when they did the Taken 3, I was just like, nah, I don't want to see Taken 3, man. Like, they pushed the story a little bit too much. I think 2 is done. It's 1-1 between the kids, but the overall legacy is 2-1, cuz, you know what I mean? It's 2-1, 1 draw.
Not fair enough. Boy, all right. So this weekend, this is it. This weekend, you've got Tio Lopez fighting Shakur Stevenson. I'm excited for this fight. Before I said I'm sitting on the fence, I was saying Theo. Now I'm saying Shakur. I don't know, because Shakur, I'm just seeing some next kind of confidence, and not just that. It's like, I know in the past, his fights, people have been saying, oh, it's boring, blah blah blah, but it's the opponents that he's had, and plus he was with Top Rat. But now it's just like, because he's in Matchroom, the way he's been promoted, etc. It's just like, it's an exciting fight. It's a big fight, and I think he's got this. Yeah, I think he's got. I think Shakur. I don't know, Shakur Stevenson, TKO or majority decision points.
Wow. Okay, no, because it's a good point. And before we kind of break it down, obviously, whoever's tuned in, just let us know who you got winning this fight. Just let us know. It's gonna be an interesting one. We definitely got to talk about just briefly the undercard. It's absolutely truly tremendous. We obviously got uh, Davis versus Ortiz. We got Carrington fighting, man. You got Dames fighting. You know what I mean. You got Miller fighting, man. You got a beautiful card here, cuz. So I'm just looking forward to the whole spectacle of the event, and obviously big up to Ring for putting together a tremendous show. It's going to be exciting for the people. But in terms of the main event, I'm gonna just put it out there. I think the takeover takes over and does what the takeover does, and rises to the occasion and does the win. It gets the win. I don't see any knockdowns. I see a very strategic fight between two technical boxers with high IQ. Shakur obviously moving up. We don't know in terms of the power. Is he going to have enough power to stop Tiafimo at this weight? We're just going to have to wait and see. And for me, talking about experience and doing it at the biggest stage, the takeover's done it before, cuz man. He's been there, done it. So for me, I've got Tio winning unanimous decision. You've got obviously Shakur Stevenson becoming the new champion of the division. It's going to be interesting, cuz. But I just want to hear what the people saying. People, what you saying? Who you got for this fight? I'm obviously going for Tiafimo. Cuz is obviously going for Shakur Stevenson. It's going to be a good fight regardless, and I'm just interested as a fan to see how this pans out. I'm bought into the whole production. We've seen
Yeah.
the camps, we've seen the videos on YouTube, in terms of how they're building up the fight. I'm ready for showtime. I'm also ready for the midweek media that's going to happen Friday.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm
Um,
excited.
Something tells me, I don't know, something tells me that Lopez is moving up to 147.
Yeah, cuz he's definitely moving up. He's moving up after this fight, cuz remember he's been at this weight class for a while, cuz he's been there for a couple years, cuz man. So he's done a nice shift, and he's a big guy, and you could see that 147 is a division that suits him. You see, Haney is also a
Yeah,
champion. That's a fight that they're obviously looking at. These two have been linked to fight
yeah,
since lightweight. You remember
yeah, I
the
know, I know, I know. Yeah, when you pull from boxes, I know, I know, I know. It's this what I'm trying to say. The 147 division, it's a it's a killer division. So it's that look, if Lopez moves up, we can see Lopez and Conor Ben. Do you know what I mean? Well, if it makes sense, of course.
now,
But
cuz so, I like what you did because you keep slipping in Conor Ben's name in a list of champions, man. I'm not saying this in a disrespectful one, and if I was to
yeah,
meet him in person, cuz it's not even a disrespectful one. These men are world champions. Obviously, now Garcia is fighting for a world title, and until he gets that title, there's a different conversation with these guys. I just don't
I,
think
do
Conor
you know what
Ben
it
deserves
is? At the
to
moment,
world
we've
title
got
shot.
champions. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, in terms of the men's division, men's side. Um, so we've got what's his name? We've got two world champions in Brits, to my knowledge.
Mm.
One of them being Fabi Woodley, and the other one being Nick Ball. And this is why I always try to
Forget
push. I'm saying
Dalton
that a
Smith.
lot.
Don't forget
Sorry,
Dalton Smith, cuz. Don't forget Dalton
oh,
Smith.
sorry. Apologies, Dalton Smith. So free. To my knowledge.
Mm.
No. Yeah, free.
Yeah, man,
Free, yeah.
can't forget Dalton Smith, man. He
So,
produced the
so
goods.
what I'm trying to say is just like
Yeah, I mean.
I'm trying to, you know, we boxers down here, they need the world titles, because it's like, look, at the moment, all right, the world heavyweight champion, majority of it is in Ukraine, and the one here in Brit is Fabi Woodley. it'll be nice just to see more champions being produced here. That's what I'm basically saying. I mean, it'll be nice because boxing itself, yeah, it's a competitive sport, very competitive, and yeah, I just like I'm saying, like it'll be interesting for Conor Ben to be in the mix, the 147 with them lot there, because look, if Conor, let's just say hypothetically, he fights Garcia, he beats Garcia 147, he might then move up. I don't know if he can still make that way. I don't know. It comes down to Conor Ben. Remember, he's a tough dude.
Yeah, because I'm not denying he's not a tough dude, man. Like every fighter that goes in the ring, I've got nothing but respect for them. But what I'm just saying from an analytical standpoint, from a fan, is you got the Haneys, you got Tia Females, those names that you mentioned. They've all been champions at lower weights, man. They've all been to the top, you know. Ben, for me, needs to earn his right to the top. I do agree in terms of UK, the atmosphere, the ambience, the fans. We would support our fighters, man. But at the same time, our fighters need to also prove why they're world champions. You need to be fighting other guys that are eliminators. So you're not jumping the queue just because of commercial value. Do you get what I mean? This is a competitive sport between elite warriors, man. In football, for example, you got the Champions League final, you got the World Cup final. These are the two of the best teams of the tournament playing against each other for a major trophy. I know with boxing it's just a different dynamics, but I just wish at some point, His Excellency, everyone that's involved, bring back a Super Six, man. Super Six for me, or any sort of tournament, will solidify an undisputed champion for each weight class, so that whoever wins is the undisputed champion. He beat the best of the best and he earned his right. Like you said, in boxing, there's email champions. There's situations where this person can't fight this person, so this belt gets vacated, or voluntary title shot. So it creates, it creates confusion for the fans. So just Conor Ben for me just doesn't deserve it now. But who knows, if he has a few fights at 147 against top 10 contenders and he goes up the ranks properly and he's third, in line for a title shot properly, then yeah, man, bring that home. Bring that home.
But then, all right, so Eubank Jr. He wants a world title shot because of the belts are free. Does he deserve a world title shot?
Who, Eubank Jr.? For sure, man. I think he deserves a world title shot, just based on him being IBO, champion. That's still him being a world champion. I don't think he should just jump in 168 and fight for a world title. No way. No, I think he should fight someone in the top 10, see how he is at the weight. If he beats someone in the top 10 and goes up the ranks, properly, then yeah, go for a world title. But that's just me speaking. Obviously, promoters, commercial value, money involved in the sport can elevate fighters like the Conor Benns and Eubank in that situation. So yeah, we just have to see what happens, man. But I just hope, just for boxing's sake, man, just do a Super Six for each tournament. I know it would take long. For each weight class, I know it would take long, but at least for the fans, we know this guy is the champion of the division. This guy's the champion of the division. This guy's the champion of the division. Do you get what I mean? Just to avoid confusion for the casuals who don't really watch the sport. Because I'm sure you've gone to, dinner, or you're out, with your work colleagues or whatever, and they ask you about a champion, and they ask you, oh, so how did he become champion? And you got to go through for certain fighters, guys. Let's keep it real. Oh, but how come we get these questions, guys? Let's keep it real.
Sometimes I had to come up to explain certain things. I'm just like, just Google it. But no, I understand where you come from. I understand. But then again, at the same time, it's confusing for us as well. Do you know what I mean? Where it's just like, for somebody being ranked at number one and then just getting the belt, why not make number one and number two fight for that belt? Do you know what I mean? When that is free. But again,
it does happen, cuz.
It does happen.
Number one versus two, whoever wins fights the champion. It does happen. We just need to see it happen more. And remember, because we've got this forever ending debate, legacy over money, and we see so many scenarios where the money overrides the legacy because the legacy doesn't give you that money that you get at that moment. Do you get what I mean? So that's where boxing, in a way, is kind of, a bit confusing for the fans, man. But regardless, cuz I'm excited for the weekend anyway. I think it's going to be a tremendous event. So once again, big up to Ring Magazine. It's going to be broadcasted on the Zone. So people, if you've got the Zone subscription, it's going to be on there. So yeah, just utilize that. It's going to be a tremendous undercard on there as well. And we're obviously looking forward to seeing who wins. I obviously have the takeover winning. My cousin has Shakur Stevenson winning. People, let us know who you think is winning as well after the show. If you've seen the show after the live, just put it through in the comments. We'll definitely do something online for the socials just so that people can get involved, and we want to reveal what everyone's saying so that when we do this, roundup over the weekend, we see who's right, we see who's wrong. And cuz that's one thing as well. If I'm wrong, I don't mind being wrong, cuz. But when I kind of put my neck on the line out there, I don't mind to do it, man, because I truly do believe I think Tia will get the job done, and he will then, like you said, move up to 147, have that super fight with Haney, and the rest is history, cuz, man, because that's a fight we need to see happening as well.
Well, just have to wait and see then, innit?
Just have to wait and see, yeah. But cuz, once again, big up to you, big up to the community that's tuned in to another boxing roundup featuring my cousin, Mr. Sports Entertainment, Mr. BNG, Mr. Family Man, Mr. Entrepreneur, Mr. Super Tag Team Partner, man. So big up to my cousin, man. God bless him. God bless the community as well, just for, showing some love. We've got obviously Mr. Neutral in the chat saying Mr. Neutral always puts his neck on the line with his yeah, man. No, big up to you, my brother. I do too as well. That's why I've got my United stuff on, and a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, man, it's Champions League, bro." We've got 3 Champions Leagues, so I'm just gonna say that to people. I'm proud. I put my neck on the line for my team, cuz, and yeah, certain people, I don't need to say anything, cuz, man. The Arsenal fans, them, and that kind of leads up also soon for the boxing community. We're gonna launch something very soon. So for the boxing community who are also boxing fans, we're gonna create a tremendous show that we're gonna launch very soon, so that the boxing community and the football community can come together and just talk about sports in general. Because that is the show. I'm obviously gonna hand it over to yourself, but yeah, cuz, do you have a word for the community just for Wednesday? Is there like wisdom
Guys,
for the people, man?
thank you for tuning in. Keep tuning in. It's a new year. Let's keep achieving. Let's keep aiming higher. It's all about positivity, discipline, and the right mindset. Look, just have a lovely, productive week. And we shall see you on Sunday. And hopefully, Shakur Stevenson is the winner. Peace and love.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. I talk my scars with a sweet one, please. Someone flex me a bag,